You're standing in a crowded mall. People everywhere. Noise bouncing off every wall. Someone bumps into you without saying sorry. The music is too loud. The lights are too bright. And suddenly, you just want out. Not because anything bad happened. Just because, it's a lot. If that feeling is familiar, if crowded places drain you in a way you struggle to explain to other people, this video is for you. Because there's actual science behind why some of us feel this way. And it's not weakness. It's not being antisocial. It's not being difficult. It's psychology. And once you understand it, it changes everything. Set up the mystery. Here's the thing most people get wrong about this. They think hating crowds means you hate people. But that's not it at all. I know people who are warm, funny, deeply social, and still completely wrecked after spending 2 hours at a concert or a busy restaurant. So what's actually going on? Well, there are 3 psychological forces at play. And most people are only aware of one of them. Let me break it down. Force 1, sensory overload. Force number 1, sensory overload. Your brain is constantly filtering the world. Every sound. Every movement. Every smell. Every face. Most of the time, your brain handles this filtering automatically. You don't notice it. But put you in a crowded place, and suddenly there's too much to filter. The system gets overwhelmed. And here's where it gets interesting. Some people's nervous systems are naturally more sensitive to this input than others. Psychologist Elaine Aron called this high sensory processing sensitivity. It affects roughly 15 to 20% of people. These individuals notice more, process more deeply, and get overwhelmed faster. It's not a flaw. It's actually linked to stronger empathy, deeper thinking, and higher creativity. But it also means crowded, loud environments hit harder. Think about the last time you were in a busy place and came home exhausted, even though you didn't physically do much. That's sensory load. Your brain did a marathon. Your body just didn't know it. Bridge to force number 2. But sensory overload is only the first layer. The second force is a little more surprising, and honestly, it explains why some situations feel so much worse than others. Force 2, loss of personal space, proxemics. Force number 2, personal space. In the 1960s, anthropologist Edward Hall coined a concept called proxemics, the study of how physical space affects human psychology. He found that we all carry invisible zones around us. There's intimate space, about 18 inches. Reserved for people we trust deeply. Then personal space, up to 4 feet. Friends, close colleagues. Then social space, 4 to 12 feet. Acquaintances, strangers we're interacting with. In a crowd, all of those zones collapse. Strangers enter your intimate space. Constantly. Involuntarily. And your brain, especially if you're wired sensitively, reads that as a low-level threat signal. It doesn't matter that the person isn't dangerous. Your nervous system doesn't fully distinguish between stranger too close on the subway and potential threat. Your stress hormones tick up. Your body prepares to react. And you're standing there just trying to buy coffee. Now here's what makes this worse. It's not just physical space. It's psychological space. In a crowd, you also lose the ability to think quietly. To process. To just be. And for people who rely on internal processing, introverts, deep thinkers, highly sensitive types, that loss is genuinely exhausting. Bridge to force number 3. The first 2 forces are about what crowds do to you physically. The third one is about what they do to your identity. And this one hit me pretty hard when I first read about it. Lean in slightly. Speak slowly on last line. Force 3, loss of autonomy and self. Force number 3, loss of autonomy. Crowds are unpredictable. You can't control where people move. You can't control the pace. You can't control the noise level. You can't even always control where you look. For many people, this unpredictability creates a subtle but real anxiety. Psychologists call it a loss of perceived control. And research consistently shows that when we feel like we've lost control over our environment, even in small ways, our stress levels climb. There's also something called de-individuation, the sense that in a large crowd, you become anonymous. Less yourself. Just part of a mass. Some people love that feeling. It's freeing for them. But for others, especially people with a strong sense of self, who value introspection and individuality, it feels destabilizing. Uncomfortable. Almost like being erased. So when you put all three of these forces together: sensory overload, loss of personal space, loss of control and identity, it's not a mystery why some people walk out of a crowded place feeling like they need to recover. Because they do need to recover. Their whole system just got pushed to the limit. Camera lists the three forces on screen as text. Slow pace on the final paragraph. What to actually do about it, 4 steps. So if this is you, if crowds drain you, here are 4 things that genuinely help. Not just push through it. Not you'll get used to it. Actually useful stuff. Step 1, name it before you enter. Before you go somewhere crowded, acknowledge to yourself, this will take energy. I'm prepared for that. Research on cognitive appraisal shows that labeling a stressor before it hits reduces its impact. You're not going in blind. You're going in informed. It sounds simple. It genuinely works. Step 2, create a recovery plan. Decide before you go, when I leave, I get quiet time. A walk. Headphones in. Whatever resets you. Having a planned exit strategy reduces anxiety during the event itself. Your brain stops scanning for escape routes because it already has one. Step 3, use micro-retreats. If you're stuck in a long event, a wedding, a conference, a busy market, give yourself permission to step away for 5 minutes every hour. Bathroom break. Outside air. A quiet corner. These micro-retreats interrupt the buildup of sensory load. They're not failure. They're maintenance. Step 4, stop apologizing for your wiring. This one's less tactical and more important. If someone in your life doesn't understand why you need to leave early, or why you didn't enjoy the concert as much as they did, you don't owe them a performance of extroversion. You are wired differently. That wiring has real strengths. And it has real costs. Both things are true. And neither makes you broken. Camera number each step on screen. Warm, direct delivery, not listicle energy, more like a friend talking. So let's bring this together. If crowded places exhaust you, it's because your nervous system is doing more work than most people realize. Sensory overload. Space invasion. Loss of control. 3 real forces, and all 3 hit at once in a crowd. That tiredness you feel after. That's real. That need to go home and be quiet. That's real too. The goal isn't to become someone who loves crowds. The goal is to understand yourself, and build a life that works with how you're wired, not against it. So here's your challenge this week. Next time you're heading somewhere busy, try the plan. Name it. Have a recovery window ready. Give yourself one micro-retreat if you need it. Just try it once. And if this video helped you feel seen, even a little, share it with someone who gets it too. They probably need to hear this as much as you did. I'll see you in the next one.